Hey, what is up, squad? We are back with some more Bakugan tier list. So we're going to do a tier list of all the characters as well as the Bakugan characters. So it's going to be both the brawlers as well as the Bakugan. So I'm definitely, interested to see where I'm going to place them. Also, this is going to be the final Bakugan video for quite a long time because we're stopping Bakugan at season 2 due to the copyright, and I can't do 2 Patreon shows at the same time. Like, I got too much stuff to watch, so unfortunately I'm gonna have to stop it here at season 2. We might pick it back up on the Patreon side of things after I'm done with Beyblade. We'll start season 3 again after I'm done with Beyblade, but it's gonna be a while though. But yeah, I'm hyped to do this. If you guys want early and uncut reactions, make sure to check out the Patreon, and if you want early edited reactions, check out the membership, and let's get right into it. Alright, first things first, we're gonna do the character tier list. Alright, we got Volt. I like Volt. I just felt like he kind of jumped ship a bit too late though. But I did like his character, his values, what he stood for, right? And it took him a while though to like kind of get off the Vetsos, but it was understandable. He was kind of repaying Hydron for, getting him out of the streets. But I'm kind of surprised he had such a, like a warrior code, in a way. He was very honorable, so I did like that out of it. For me, he was an S tier character. I actually enjoyed it when he was on the screen. Shun, bro, I felt like Shun was kind of nerfed this season a bit, man. He was definitely not as prominent compared to last season. It's understandable because the rules were different, right? But I felt like even in the ones where he did win or lose, it was just very not Shun, compared to like season 1. But still enjoyed him as my favorite character. I wish they gave him a little bit more OP-ness, like set him a little bit different from the other brawlers, like make him a little bit stronger, right? Because he was a top brawler, former top, brawler. So a little bit sad that they kind of did that to him. Also, I'm sad about Skyrus, man. She kind of just left it. All right, next one, we got Link. Link, not my favorite character, I'll be honest. He was a bit annoying at the times. He does have Jenga's voice actor though, but he was very annoying. He was probably one of my least favorite Vetsos, I'll be honest. I do wonder what happened to him though. Like, they got sent to the ends of the dimension. I don't think they're dead, but for now I'll put him at B. I might put him lower, but we will see. Ace was cool from the get-go. I actually really enjoyed Ace from the get-go. I think it was a cool character from the start to the end. Obviously, we saw more of his flaws the more we went on, but I didn't mind them too much. I feel like he's a bit like Dan and Shun kind of combined. Like, he's got a bit of Dan and he's got a bit of Shun. So I did like him. All right, Spectra. I really liked Spectra. I think he was a cool character. Had insane ambition. He was smart as well. Came up with a lot of plans. Unfortunately, always flawed because of, the plot armor. All right, next one, Marucho. Marucho was all right. Like, I felt like sometimes he wasn't too great, but he was all right this season. I feel like he might have been better last season. I think I enjoyed him more last season. I feel like we had more to see from last season as well, from Marucho, but still liked him. So yeah. All right, Hydron. Hydron, fuck, I hated this guy at the start, but after the first part of the arc, like after episode 26, I think, he had a major glow up. Like, just from went from that wimpy, cowardly prince into this, someone that can back it up, right? So I'm glad he got a big, glow up, and I really enjoyed him for that. So I actually put him on S, man. Like, I actually enjoyed watching his Murasame blade. Like, that shit was goated. All right, Gus. Gus was good. I didn't mind Gus. Gus was actually a great character. Sometimes he was a bit inflexible, right? He always, interrupted Spectra a lot, but I didn't mind that. It was just him being loyal, following, his way of thinking, right? Just sticking to it and always following Spectra. So I didn't mind that. Mylene, I liked Mylene as a character. We didn't have a lot of, good girl characters, so I actually like Mylene. I actually might like him more than Gus. So yeah. So I definitely put her high up there. I wish they could have done more with her. I think that she was pretty cool. They could have made her lead a bit better and stuff like that. But I did like the way she battled and her character. All right, Runo. It's a bit sad though. Like all the female cast from the first season pretty much just got like cut from the main fighting force, man. It's kind of sad about that. But I will always like Runo. I'm gonna just put her at A. She played more of a backseat this time, even though she did, try and attempt to go to New Vestroia several times. But it annoyed me that every time they fucking, left her and Julie, man. Like, come on. But it was understandable. Their power levels weren't enough. They were behind. Gorham and Tigreris weren't evolving, so it was definitely a tough time. I will have to admit that. All right, next one. We have Shadow Pro. Shadow. Shadow, he was good. I was coming around to him later, but I don't know, man. I did like him. He was crazy and weird, but then sometimes I didn't like him because he was kind of annoying and shit like that. So I'll put him at B for now. Yeah, I'll just put him at B for now. Alice was good. I always like Alice. Alice is always one of my favorite characters. It's just that I wish that she put up more of a fight instead of running away. I know she like stopped brawling, but like, come on, you used to brawl. So why were you so scared to brawl when Shadow came, right? So that definitely annoyed me a little bit. But I'm glad she found the courage to, take down the mechanical Hydronoid. So that was great. That was great to see. All right, Dan. Dan always top tier character for me. Always loved Dan. Like, there's just... In fact, I probably liked him the most this season. He was great this season. Enjoyed every bit of him. And it's insane how much he's changed from season 1. Like, not too much has changed, but he's a lot more, I guess, not as bratty compared to season 1, you know what I mean? But yeah. Mira, love Mira. Mira was a great character. I think she was a great, tough female character for the first half of the arc. It was a bit unfortunate what they did with her in the second half. A lot of more talk no jutsu, a lot of trying to, make peace with Spectra and her father. Eventually it came around, but it did kind of annoy me. Like, she kind of... I mean, it's character development, right? It's growth. But it was in the growth that I didn't like personally. I wanted to, stay more badass, keeping the leader of the resistance that she was in the first half, right? Having a bit of an attitude as well. So that's what I enjoyed her for. But still, I liked her as a character. All right, Klaus. Klaus was fucking crazy good, man. I like Klaus, man. Klaus was really good this season. Came in clutch with the saves. Setting up a new Vestroia, setting up a business, man. Like, bro, taking those opportunities, man. He's going, super far in life, man. But yeah, really enjoyed Klaus, coming back. All right, King Zenohao. Didn't like King Zenohao that much. He was kind of lame a bit, in my opinion. In fact, I'll put him at C. I didn't like his character too much. He was kind of boring. He was just a king. Other than, I didn't really see where his power came from. Like, other than having the title, I don't know, man. He was kind of a meh villain. Baron is unfortunately on my lower side. I also put up Baron at P. He was, yes, he was an energetic kid. Like, it's crazy that he's a kid, man. Fuck, he's only 13, by the way. But yeah, I didn't like him as much compared to the other brawlers. So he's pretty low on my list, though. But yeah, I definitely would have loved to see more of him. Grow a bit more. Be a bit more mature. It's just that sometimes he kind of yapped too much. I think that was my issue. He just yapped way too much. All right, Julie. Love Julie. Julie is always top tier. Always A for me. It's a bit unfortunately how nerfed the new brawlers are, or the old brawlers are, so it was a bit unfortunate. Okay, Masquerade. I mean, we only saw Masquerade for a little bit, but you gotta know the GOAT is always the GOAT, right? Yeah. All right, Billy. Now, we didn't see Tim, but we only saw Billy for a little bit. I wonder what happened to him after. Like, they kind of just like, after what happened and everyone left him behind, he just kind of disappeared. But I always like Billy, though. Billy's always a great character. I'll just put him at E for now. I always, like Cycloid as well. He's just, nice overall. All right, Chanley. You know how I feel about Chanley. Like, I'm just a Chanley glazer, all right? Just a bit unfortunate with what they did with Chanley. So much weaker. Unfortunately, like just 400 power level with Fortress. Just could not, stand up to Shadow, man. It's just a bit unfortunate. All right, Professor Clay, bro. This guy, I actually like Professor Clay. He was a great professor that did, stuck to what he wanted to do, right? Creating all these evil inventions and stuff like that. But yeah, I think this is what I would have for my, list for, I guess, like new Vestroia. There's probably like some other characters I missed, like Alice's grandpa, but they didn't do too much. I kind of like, left the characters that we didn't really see too much of. But yeah. All right, let's move on to the Bakugan tier list. I'm actually most excited for this one. All right, so we have the Bakugan character tier list now. Okay, some of them I will be like, damn, I kind of forgot when they were in the season. Okay, but this one, I don't know their names, which is the issue. But this one was the one that Mylene got right at the start. I'm just gonna base it off, the looks for now. Which one I liked looks better. This one's not too bad. It was able to do a lot against Marucho the first time, right? I'm gonna put it at C for now. All right. We have a loose. Oh wait, what's the name again? Shit. Sorry, I'm kind of brain farting a bit. But this, I didn't mind his design. Like the first time around, it wasn't bad. It's just that I felt like it had so many errors and so many issues. The fact that Link lost right off the start, I'm gonna give it an A or S for design. I do like. I'll be honest. I really loved a lot of the mechanical Bakugan designs. It just looked nice and clean, man. This is its more evolved version, right? I really enjoyed its more evolved version. I think it looked super clean. It looked like a jet fighter. It was quick, man. I love the design of it. It was great. All right, we got the lizards, the dark lizard. This one's not bad. I think it looks pretty sick. Especially the dark version. Like you have the Chaos version and the darkest version, right? I think those were the only two we saw, right? So yeah, this one wasn't too bad. All right, this was the moth, bro. This shit was trash, bro. Like straight up. All right, this is the bird form from which one was it again? Shit. But yeah, this one not too bad. Put it at B. All right, this is Volt's one. Volt's Bakugan. Where would I put this? I'll be honest, this was probably one of my least favorite ones, but I think it was still better than some of the other things, so I'm gonna put it at high B. All right. Oh yeah, what happened to him, by the way? We kind of never got like, a follow-up because like he got sent to New Vestroia, right? And then after that, we never saw it again. Yeah, now that I think about it, and he never met back up with Volt either. So that was definitely. I was hoping they would get a reunion. I don't know why I forgot about this part. But yeah, the first evolution, I quite liked it. It wasn't too bad. But the second one, I did not like it, man. Like the 4 arms just made it look so ugly, bro. So yeah. All right, the crab looking one. This one looks like trash. I'll be honest with you. I did not like the design. All right, we got the Dragos coming up, man. We're missing the last dragon. No? Where's the humanoid Drago? Wait, give me one sec. Let me bring that up. All right. I have brought back all the Dragonoids. I included like when he was taken over as well as the Matsus and Healer's Dragonoid. All right, but yeah, first Dragonoid. This is Neo Dragonoid, right? Neo Dragonoid, fucking love the design, bro. It was so good, man. The first one, just loved all the white. I just love everything about it. All right, Cross Dragonoid. A little bit worse in my opinion, but I think I still enjoyed it quite a lot. Like I love the 4 wings. It was great, but a little bit lower than than the first Dragonoid, right? All right, then we got the black Dragonoid taken over. That shit was gas, bro. Like this design, fucking sick. It reminds me of Charizard so much. Let me just move that. Yeah, it reminded me of Charizard, shiny Charizard so much that I'm like, fuck, I love that. Like, if you don't know, like, Charizard is probably my top 3 favorite Pokemon. Like, for me, it's like Dialga, Charizard, and I don't know about the third one. I need to think about it. Probably Blaziken, probably. But yeah, okay. We have Matsus Dragonoid. Bro, I love Matsus Dragonoid. It's not bad. I think design could have been better. It just looks a bit chonky and a bit weird. I feel like the color scheme could have been way better. Like, I know they did this first for Helios, but I think it looked weird on Helios at that time, right? Wait, did they do it? Yeah, they did it with... No, they didn't do it with Helios. No, they took it. Yeah, they took it. Never mind. They didn't do it with Helios. But when I first saw it, I had a feeling it might not suit the colors of Helios. But yeah. All right, the last but not least, Healer's Dragonoid. I'll be honest, this is my least favorite one. The reason being is I'm not much of a. I know some people like it when they have a more humanoid form, but I'm more of a person that likes more of a dragonoid form. I tend to like it when it's a lot more like Charizard body. When it keeps true to its character, right? I don't like it when it gets too humanoid. To me, it looks a little bit weird. So this is probably my least favorite, but I still like it though. It was still pretty good. But yeah. All right. Oh damn. Okay, we got Prince Hydron's was it Trioid? Yeah, Trioid. Bro. Trioid, top tier. Really like Trioid. His design's cool. Loved it every time we did Murder Summit Blade. That shit was so fucking gas, man. I just had to say it. Every single time it came on, every time we did Murder Summit Blade, I just had to say it, man. It was just that good, man. I actually liked it more than Master's Dragonoid. It was actually just top tier right there. In fact, I might even move it to S+. Let me move it to S+. Actually, I'm gonna move this one down. Yeah, I'm gonna move this one down here. I think I like the Dragonoids better than that. But yeah, really amazing. All right, we got first Alphine. This is with the old VA, right? At first, didn't mind her. I think Alphine was okay. Not my favorite character. It was like trying too hard to be Preyas in a way, but then, yeah, I think I put both of them. The second evolution though, or the evolution, I didn't like the drills, man. The drills were like, damn, what the fuck? Why does she have drills? Actually, I liked her a bit better than the one because she was a lot more magical girly, right? Like, yeah, I don't mind magical girls. All right, we got what's his name? Alu. Fuck, dude, these names are kind of hard to remember, man. Wait, let me just bring up Alico. That's right, Alico. All right, Alico, dude, I love the first evolution of Alico. I thought it was cool, and then the fact that it could also do attribute change, I think that was pretty sick. Like, loved every bit of the element change and stuff like that. I think it is a top tier design. The same with his evolution. I actually liked the evolution a little bit better. It was sick. Like, kind of gave that ninja mask, right? Just everything about this bike. I wish they did more with him, but dude, Mylene just like, I don't know, disposed of him too soon, man. And a little bit sad of his sacrifice as well for Gus, but it was understandable, right? He was repaying the favor, right? All right, Farbros, fucking hell. Farbros is probably one of the worst looking shits ever, bro. Like, straight up. For a final boss, it looks so ugly, bro. I'm gonna just put it at C. Like, I think it had cool abilities and stuff like that, but it was a disappointment for, like, especially a final boss. All right, now we have... Oh, Fly Beetle. Okay. Fly Beetle. I don't know, man. I'm gonna just put it at D. That shit would look kind of ass. And then this was that tentacle looking one, right? What's his name? It looks like a squid, which is kind of crazy. Kind of gives like it looks like it's got, like you could have a transparent brain or something. This one wasn't too bad. We didn't see too much out of these ones, but I'm gonna just put it at C for now. And then we got the evil eye bat one, right? What was it called? Goblin Boar. All right, Goblin Boar. I think it reminded me a lot of Zubat and stuff like that. I think this one was one of the better looking ones. All right, let's go Mecha Hydronoid, bro. That shit was sick. I think Mecha Hydronoid, top tier design. They could have made him much cooler though. I feel like, they gave it to Shadow, man. Shadow made things weird, bro. All right, we got Hammersaw. Okay, Hammersaw. I actually like this one quite a bit. I think this one wasn't too bad. I liked it more than this one. Let me just move some stuff around a bit though. I do think it was pretty solid design. I like it more than the darkest version. So yeah, they did pretty good also against Shun and Ace, right? With the two girls. All right, let's go Helios. All right, first Helios, loved it. First Helios, top tier, solid design. I think I like it here. All right, MK1 though. MK1, I feel like the proportions looked really, really weird to me when I was watching. So it was a little bit worse in my opinion. I might put it in high A, yeah, just before Helix Dragonoid. All right, but then we have MK2, bro. MK2, love the design of MK2, bro. MK2 was such a cool design. Just loved everything about it with the jet boosters on the back, man. It just looked, really, really nice. What I expect from like a hybrid cyborg Bakugan, right? All right. Last and not least, we have Matsus Helios. So Matsus Helios, At first, I thought it was a little bit weird because it was like four-legged dragon. It looked a little bit awkward, but then, you know, the more I used it, the more I liked it. So I like it more than, yeah, I say I liked it more than Matt's Dragonoid. Yeah, I think it looked a lot more natural compared to, like, this one looks so bulky and weird. This one looks a little bit better. All right, Ingram. Ingram. The first one looks a bit plain. Like, when I compare it to the evolution, it looks a bit plain. But it wasn't bad. I might just put it at A. But this one's what? Shadow? Wait, let me check. The evolution was Shadow Ingram? Was it? But yeah, I really, really like the fact that when we got the attribute energy, it evolved him into this cool ninja looking character. Fucking sick. Work with the shadow clone jutsu and stuff like that. Top tier right there. Right there, the S+. In fact, I liked his character design very a lot. Alright, this one, trash. The spider. Bro, I did not like the spider. I did not like the fact that we went from a cool mechanical Hydroid for Shadow, and then we went into this ugly looking ass spider, bro. The spider will go probably in the C tier, bro. I think I put it right here. Yeah. Alright, we have this, what's this thing called again? Sometimes the names are like hard to, oh yeah, Macubus, that's right. Okay, there's so many Bakugans, so sometimes I forget. Hey, we got Macubus. Macubus, not bad. I like the streamlined design. I did like it more than Alico. I'm gonna put it right there. Macubus wasn't bad. I actually liked the fact we also had drones and stuff like that to attack. Everything about it was great. All right. All right, we got Baron's Bakugan. Where would I put Nemesis? I mean, like, to me, there was not much of a difference between Nemesis and the evolution, like, straight up. So, to me, I would just put it at B. I enjoyed it, but it wasn't, like, super amazing, you know? All right, we have... Sorry, guys. I'm, like, blanking out. Percival, that's right. Okay, there we go. Percival and his evolution. Okay, personally, I liked the first evolution better. I like the first form. Where would I put this? Yeah, I think I put it right here. More than the second one. But the second one wasn't bad. I think they both deserve an S. I liked it better when he had his Trigunner on his arms as well, rather than doing like the shoulder ones as well. But Percival, liked it from the start. I think it was sick. I think this is a better representation of a more humanoid dragon compared to Helix Dragon. Usually I'm not too fond of this, but this one wasn't bad. It kind of reminded me of like, since I play Yu-Gi-Oh, like Dark Heroes, you know? So that was pretty sick. Or like Evil Heroes. Alright, this one, trash. This one, I don't know, man. Every time we saw him, he was like so bad. I know Link used it as well. I'll just put him at D. In terms of design, he wasn't too bad. In fact, I put him at C in terms of design. Alright, Vulcan. Vulcan, bro, the first one looks sick. Like, I'll be honest, he looks like a unit for the first one. In fact, I'm gonna put him around here. Second one, I felt like it was more of a downgrade. It looked like he looked more patched up, you know. So I actually put the evolution at like a B. Alright, we got Wilder. Wilder, first one, it was just like a stone golem. And you can't go wrong with a stone golem. But I would say he was okay. But his evolution looked a bit cooler. He got a bit of an upgrade with like more metally stuff, right? But yeah. This is, what is this? Oh yeah, this list kind of excludes the traps, huh? Not sure why. Oh yeah, this is the what is this again? The boosters for Ingram. This wasn't too bad. In terms of design though, gotta put him at low B. Alright, this one was cute though. I don't know the name, I forgot the name, but it was cute. Alright, but for now, I think this would be the list. Obviously, I'm missing the traps, but the traps I didn't really care too much about the traps. They were kind of just like meh. Usually I would probably just put them at like between B and D. Just letting you guys know. But yeah, I think this is what my list would be for both the characters and also the Bakugans. I think I got most of them, so yeah. I think I'm surprised actually. Let me just kind of move that. Yeah, I think that looks a bit better. Yeah. That looks a bit better. Yeah. I think I like this better. All right, this will be my final list. I hope you guys enjoyed that character tier list. Let me know, which one was your favorite. Like, favorite character and Bakugan as well. Which evolution you enjoyed the most? It's a little bit unfortunate we got to end things this way, but we'll come back maybe in a couple of months with another tier list after I'm done with season 3. Like, I'm definitely picking up Bakugan again, but I don't know when, man. I can't give you guys an exact time frame, but it's definitely a couple months wait. But yeah, I really enjoyed this journey. This entire season was great. Season 2, season 1, both awesome. Really enjoyed the series a lot. So a little bit sad that we have to stop it here for now. But yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed that, and I'll catch you guys next time. Make sure to leave a like, subscribe, comment down below, and yeah, laters.